John Maguire has returned safe and sound once more back at his base on the southern tip of Raven Creek. He's returned from his successful raid on the medical center right in the center of Raven Creek. It was almost too easy. So John has all of this awesome medical equipment and also hopefully the first of many neon open signs. Who cares about the gas use? But one thing that John did not find on his trip to the medical center was some rather awesome containers, some countertops. Now, I thought there would be some unique counters in the hospital medical center, but I couldn't see anything. So we've got a lot of medical equipment. We've got a lot of medical supplies. We really need to put it somewhere. So we need to send John out on a little escapade, a little job. We're going to get some counters and we're going to keep it simple. We're going to get the same metal counters. So this episode today, these next few days, John is once more going to be focusing on base upgrades. Okay, so John has driven a short distance up the road. We're back at this pizza world. Now this has got to have the counters that we need, right? Really should get a weapon equipped. Come on, John. Yeah, nice and quiet. There are the containers. Kinda. I was hoping for... I do need a corner one as well. With some supplies. Alright, well, I'm looking for... What do I want? Four of these counters. And I wanted a corner one as well. That is going to be frustrating not having one of those here. Oh well, let's see if we can lift these up. Now, John is now at the level of advanced carpentry. He's level 6 carpentry. But still disappointingly, he's got a 30% chance to break. Ooh, okay, so we got one. Okay, so John has managed to get 4 counters. Just noticed this Dr. Oid's painting. So I'm going to get all these back in the car. Now I need one corner counter to complete the medical center look back at base. So we're going to have to move on and find another restaurant and hopefully find what we're looking for. Okay, so John has continued up this main road, this main drag. And we're actually coming up on a location that we've not searched before. We could see zombies inside. Almost starting to forget what they actually look like. Now there is another neon open sign as well. There we are. We got a zombie. This is an interesting looking place. It's a nice big bar. A Sweet Pea restaurant. It is the place to be on a Saturday night in Raven Creek by the look of it. Nice, I'm seeing some chips on the table there. And a piano. Do I want a piano back at base? I probably do. It's got the bar taps that we need as well. Wow. Got the key, and hopefully, as this is a bar, hopefully we will find some more alcohol. Or 2. They're on that back door there. Okay. Let's free them. Oh, no, they're actually on that side. There's 2 zombies desperate to meet each other. Well, there is a lot of loot here. There's a lot of crisps. Or chips, I should say. There is quite a lot of beer as well. This is all unexpected bonuses for sure. John is starting to loot. Oh, look what we've done to the Betty painting. No, let's not leave our backs to an open door. Well, I'm going to continue searching through some more ice boxes now. Am I going to be spending forever looking for a corner counter? It looks like I am. Big place. We've got another corridor here. We've got a security door. Wow. Got a big storage. This is a big place. Could be a lot of loot here. Okay, well I definitely jinxed it by saying that there could be a lot of loot here. Not much at all. Let's move on. Okay, ooh, we've got quite a few in the locker room here. John and zombies and enclosed spaces gives me anxiety. But we got this. This is quite a this is a lot bigger than I was expecting. Wow. Everything I'm looking at now, I'm thinking in terms of, is that something I could use for my base back home? And I do want a laundry room. I know it sounds pretty exciting, doesn't it? So I do want some of these clothes hangers. They'll look nice. Got quite good capacity as well, and I think they're usually quite light. Yes, there we go. So we're definitely going to nab a couple of these as well. John's inventory is quite full. So many distractions, so much loot, so much gear, so much we could take for the base back home. Let's get this back to the car and then we'll come back and get some more and finish looting and searching the whole place. And in case you're wondering, unfortunately, I can't pick up that live music sign. So I've dropped off all of the gear that I had on me, but it's time to go back in. I'm going to get another bit of clothes rack, get the bar taps, get the beer, of course, and then move on. Okay, so John's nabbed another clothes rack, and look, I almost missed it. Dear me. There is a steel corner counter. That's exactly what we needed, so I'm glad to finally find that and not have to keep searching different locations. And a 30% chance to break does not stop John. Let's just check these counters. These lockers. No bags though. Okay, let's get this in the car and let's get back to base. Okay, so John has returned once more, safely back to base. Got a zombie for blocks around. Let's get all of this, all of these steel counters installed, and let's put in all the medical gear that we've got now. Okay, as John has been working hard for these last few hours. There's a little bit of a mismatch with the color, it seems. I don't know if that's the lighting or something, but there we are. There we are. Now we've got a lot more medical gear to unload and put in place. And I do need to put the white flooring down as well, but that is another nice little addition to the base. We need to move all of these bookcases into the library upstairs. There's still so much for John to do to make this place a nice home, but it is super late. John is getting tired. Let's get him to bed. Okay, it is super early. John is he's up before dawn, really, up before the sun. He is keen and eager to continue installing the base upgrades, the improvements. Still so much to do. Let's get on with it. Okay, so John has been hard at it for 4 hours already. Hasn't even allowed himself to have breakfast. It's almost 10 o'clock. Look at that. Yeah, we got the degree, the certificates, the organ poster, the weighing scale, the counters, the fancy examination table, the blood. What is that called? What is it called? The mobile blood bag. It is all there. Anything that John could need. Now we finally got somewhere to put all of that medical supplies that John has looted from those farmer hugs, those medical centers. Up here, we made some good progress. We got these rather awesome brown lazy chairs. We got a little smaller chair here. We're going to put the bookcases here, and that's going to be a little library. I think, there might be a little bit of a space for a piano there. And maybe just over here, a jukebox. There's still so much to get for the base to make it look in its best. We need to find some counters there to put the bar taps on. And I've still got a lot more loot to unload. There's still so much for John to do. 2 loot bags full. But let's get on with that. Okay, so that is most of the gear dropped off. Now there's just one important decision. Where to put the neon open sign. Now it turns out that you can't put it on these railings. So for now, I'm going to place it right here. And I may move it to the entrance when I put the double doors in. But that's another thing on the to-do list. But for now, we are now open. Don't know what we're open for, but that is the neon sign. Let me know down in the comments if you think I should start a collection of neon signs. I mean, it would be quite a drain on gas, but we do have an almost limitless supply now. So let me just show you guys what we've got in place. Still got several bags of medicinal stuff, of tablets and things, but that is the medical center. Next on the to-do list is to move these 2 bookcases. And what is the chance to break on those? Absolutely nothing. Nice. Okay. So, John is a busy man. John the removal man. We're going to put in all of these medical stuff. And then we're going to move the bookcases upstairs. And that will be another nice addition to John's home from home upstairs. Okay, so John's attempts to move the bookcases back home were mostly successful, but not entirely. So we had to go back out into the neighborhood to find another bookcase. But I was surprised. There was a zombie. Did you see that? And there's me thinking, there isn't a zombie for miles around, but there is always another zombie. Now, it has actually worked out really, really well because kind of do want those, don't I? Do I need level 3 electrical? Still not quite there yet, but I actually managed to find a couple of dark counters which I needed to get for the bar back home, but I'm still on the lookout for a bookcase. Okay, can I finally get a bookcase here? This chance to break 30% is kind of annoying. There we go. Okay, so we've got the bookcase. We lucked out. Oof, could have been painful. We lucked out with the dark counters. Let's get back to base and let's get all this installed. Okay, so John has been hard at it all day, lugging bits of furniture around. We got the reading area. We got the bonsai tree for quiet reflection, and also the wine. We need that for quiet reflection as well. Stroke to fall asleep. We finally got the dark counters installed for the bars. We got the bar taps. So we got a wonderful choice of beer on tap there as well. John is living the high life. Downstairs we got the makings in the medical room. That flooring, that's bright. That's bright. Nothing says medicinal more than a white floor. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. John is very tired. He's moderately exerted. He is ready for his bed. Let's have a whole bottle of bourbon. John has deserved it, and let's get him to sleep. It is the start of another day for John Maguire in the zombie apocalypse. The base is really starting to come together now, but there is still so much to do. Need to get some sort of fridge here for all of John's beer. But there is one particular job that is outstanding. That it's a big one. It's a big one. I think you know where I'm going. It is this perimeter wall. You've made a good start, but there's still a lot to do. I want it to stretch all the way to the water. Now, before John continues his carpentry education, his journey to being a master carpenter, he needs to do some learning. He's got some reading to do. So today, or this particular day in the zombie apocalypse, May the 8th, John is gonna chill at home and read a book. Okay, another day flies by for John. It is super early again. He's up, ready, absolutely raring to go. John has spent a whole chilled day at base, sitting down, eating pancakes, and learning all about how to become an expert at carpentry. So it is time to continue building a great big wall. Let's do this. Okay, so I can finally build a double wooden door. There's actually plenty of space there, so that whole wall there, it was not a complete waste of time. Let's get that installed. That is going to look really nice, I think. Okay, so here we go then. The moment of truth. Apologies that it comes out one aisle wider than the fence. I can't be bothered to change it now, but there we are. Look at that. Nice big double door for some random zombie to come and break down in the middle of the night. And let's just finish filling in that gap there. Okay, so there we are. Another great addition to the base. Of course, I'm probably going to get annoyed sometimes when John gets home and he has to get out the car just to open the door. But now we've got the real big job. Got to build this wall all the way to the waterfront there to make this base fully secure. It is a big job, but it's nice and peaceful here. We're not likely to get bothered by zombies at all. So let's get on with it. Okay, so John has been hard at it all morning. It is now time for his lunch again. He is knackered. He's knackered, but look at the progress. That is incredible. We're sort of halfway there to the waterfront there. This should all be done today, and hopefully then John can feel a lot more secure at base, feeling a lot more comfortable, less likely that a zombie will randomly come in and eat him in his sleep. But for now, he needs a break. He needs some lunch. Okay, so John has a really leisurely lunch. He's been sat down for 2 hours chomping on pancakes, but he's now fresh and eager to get this wall finished. So let's crack on. Okay, it is getting late. John is tired, he's knackered, he's been at it all day. This guy can really put in a good hard day's work, but look at that. Look at that. It is done. It is, in John's eyes at least, you might not agree, a thing of beauty. Now, of course, do need to upgrade the walls to level 3, but we will not be able to do that until John is at level 7 carpentry. Look at that. That makes this base, in John's eyes, so much more safe. It has been another long, hard day though, and John here really is ready for his bed. Okay, it is super early again. John really is an early riser. I don't know where he gets it from. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, there's a couple more things that John wants to loot for his living space upstairs. We're on the lookout. We're going to return to that restaurant, something P, and we're going to pick up that piano, and we're also going to be on the lookout for a jukebox. So let's hit the road. Okay, so I've been calling in on all of the local bars that are on the way to the restaurant, and if you remember this place, this had a crazy amount of strippers upstairs. There's clearly some sort of party. This is the third place I've come to, and finally we have a jukebox. Let's get that in the patrol vehicle and let's move straight on to the Sweet Pea restaurant and get that piano. Okay, so John's back at the old Sweet Pea. I think we'll pass on the purple carpet and the mic stand, but let's grab this piano stool and the piano. And on those long lonely evenings, John can have a go at learning how to play the piano. Let's get this in the patrol vehicle, and I'm also, I think, going to pick up one of those huge fridges as well. Well, would you look and see what John's found here? The lesser spotted zombie. God knows where this guy came from. That is another zombie downed. One less zombie in the world. That is the first zombie that John has seen for several days. Now, I didn't do a very good job of searching through this bar. I left several bottles and cans of beer. So let's grab those, and then we'll grab the fridge and we'll get it all back to base. Okay, so that is the industrial fridge somehow fitted on the back seat. But there is one more thing that John wants to do before we get all these awesome loot back to base. Now, it's still massive work in progress when it comes to getting electrical level 3, which will enable John to pick up an oven, which is something that is sadly lacking back at base. So I'm just going to zip through, disassemble all of these lampshades, which should give 5 or 6 XP a time. Okay, so we're just disassembling the last lamp now. These give 6 or 7 XP each time, so that is a lot of XP in a short amount of time. I think I've got them all. Yep. Okay, let's move on. Let's get all this gear back to base. We're almost halfway to level 3 electrical. But for now, let's get all this stuff installed. Okay, so it's been another hard working day for John again. But we got the jukebox installed. The shelves are looking good with all those bottles. That pleases John immensely. The fridge is empty though. That needs to be sorted for sure. We got the piano in place. I can only put it a certain rotation, so that's why it's there. And downstairs, we've got a clothes rack as well. All those cabbages look like they might be ready to harvest soon. So what I'm going to be looking to do here is, well, certainly move this bin, is to get a washer dryer installed here and another clothes rack just to the side here. But before we can do that, John needs to increase his electrical capabilities. He's got to learn how to be an awesome electrician. So that is going to be next on the hit list. But for now, that really is going to have to be all. John got a lot done. He is starting to get really quite attached to this base. It is looking awesome. Got a lot of work to do still. But next episode, we're going to be returning deep into Raven Creek. Going to be looking to go somewhere. There's a location up near, I think, the police department that had a lot of computers. And that is going to be one of the really efficient ways to boost that electrical skill. It is at the moment almost halfway to level 3. Now, if I think I get 8 or 9 XP for every computer, then that is going to take about 15-16 computers, which is doable. We could get it done in a morning, and then we can get an oven into this awesome looking base. Another significant improvement, but for now that is going to have to be all. It was a quiet one, it is a chilled one. That will be changing soon. It's a big city, there's a lot of zombies. But for now, smash that like button, comment, sub if you haven't already. Do check out the rest of this series. We're a couple of months in now. John is becoming quite the survivor. Peace.